And during the ride to the restaurant, he was telling me about what we have to talk about, etc., etc. And I said, man, let's just talk about whatever. We talked about plenty of topics that we cannot, unfortunately, discuss online as well. He's a very transparent guy when it comes down to certain truths that are suppressed, certain political issues that are suppressed as well. We talked about.
So, brother, you had said that you met up with Sheikh Uthman, and
Yeah.
from what I saw on YouTube, you actually had several sort of videos on that, and then I think you guys spoke about hadith as well. But how was this experience? Like, what did you guys talk about, and all this stuff? I'm very, very curious.
Sheikh Uthman is a real bro. He's a good guy, man. You can just chill with him. You can have jokes with him. He's a normal guy, you know. So for some people, they've seen him online and they get maybe intimidated by the beard and the robe and whatnot, you know, and the title Sheikh. He's just a normal guy. So we had a lot of fun. He did this for me. So ultimately, he had plans to stay in Indonesia and in Malaysia, I believe. But he booked a flight and came over for one night. So I found a hotel for him, and he stayed 2 or 3 minutes away from me. Matter of fact, right now recording this, I can see the hotel. It's just next to my place here. And he came over. He invited some Thai Muslims over as well. They never saw him before either, and apparently they were watching my YouTube channel as well. So it was nice. We got a little get together, and we went straight ahead to a restaurant. He wanted to do a podcast right away. The guy is a professional, man. He started shooting shorts. Hey, Bobby, here I have a present for you. He gave me like an Indonesian Muslim robe. Here, take this. And there, right away, I recorded a short for YouTube. And I said, man, I just want to get to know each other here. You know, we can have some food first. I'm not in that mindset right now because outside from what I'm doing on YouTube in front of my laptop, I don't feel like a YouTuber when I'm outside at all whatsoever. You know, so for me, it's very, very strange when somebody recognizes me. Here in Thailand, oftentimes people recognize me now in the mosque and Bobby's perspective. For me, it's so weird. I don't like it, to be honest, you know. But anyways, so he, on the other hand, was totally professional. And during the ride to the restaurant, he was telling me about what we have to talk about, etc., etc. And I said, man, let's just talk about whatever. We talked about plenty of topics that we cannot, unfortunately, discuss online as well. He's a very transparent guy when it comes down to certain truths that are suppressed, certain political issues that are suppressed as well. Very, very, yeah, straight, accurate man. Then we had some food here. He was very happy to have some halal burgers because apparently in America you cannot find halal burgers. He was a big fan of those here in Thailand. Now, overall, we talked about pretty much everything. We talked about Thailand itself, how it comes that there are so many Muslim, and how come that there are so many ladyboys at the same time. Just just stuff like that. So the experience itself was actually quite amazing because no matter where we went to the mosque here, everybody recognized him as well. They all got starstruck. Oh, the sheikh, everybody wanted to take pictures. But for me personally, as I said, for me, he was just a brother, especially after accepting Islam. He's just a brother. You know, we are human and nobody is God. So, yeah, we just had a fantastic time. He enjoyed the steakhouse guys here as well very much, the community, and he would like to come back. He told me after that. We recorded a podcast as well, guys, in person. As I said, he's a professional. He woke me up at, what was it, 8 a.m. or something. I said, come on, let's record this podcast now before we do the Shahada. Okay, let's do it, man. Why not? So it was my last podcast as a Christian, if you will, as somebody that hasn't reverted yet. Yeah, it was amazing, man. Really, really good time, very intense. And after 24 hours, basically, he was gone. He landed at 4 p.m. and he had to leave at roughly 6 p.m. the next day. That was it.
So you guys spoke about the hadith.
About the hadith as well.
Yeah. So you said that you were you almost like you didn't want to, I don't know, you didn't want to find like fault within the hadith. Like you didn't want to think like, oh, you come across something and you're like, oh, well, here's this, and I won't be able to like really, practice as much as I want to practice because then you got this hadith and it's making me feel this way and all this stuff. Like, how was all that with him and the conversation that you had, and like, what were the doubts leading into it? What were the answers that he gave you? And yeah.